Hello everyone, I'm Renow0, and it would appear that my haters, of course, all weekend long were screaming and yelling about me. For some odd reason, I was barely online, and even then, it still seems to make them angry and start saying a bunch of nonsense that has literally nothing to do with comics. It's all about appearances here and there for these types, and it seems to me, as always, this is why I be saying these guys really don't care about comics. They just want to sit up here and scream into the void and cry all day about whatever nonsense they feel like crying for today. So we're going to go through all of it, of course. Yaira number one reaching over 1.2 million over the weekend as it was quote unquote dying down and people were walking away, even though, like I've said to people, Friday's people's payday. So when that comes around, you know the campaign is going to get a huge boost. 1.2 million, I would say, just based on these numbers, over 15,000, maybe even over 16,000 books sold. Moving over to Blade Devil 2, Chains of Blood, get in where you fit in on this campaign. 4 different covers to choose from, A, B, and C, and then cover D, which is the Summer Limited Wraparound cover. I got them all already, can't wait to get it. Want to get in on book 1 right here for just 10 bucks? You can. Now, I'm going to say this for all the people out there, and I'll say this especially for the haters out there. I don't really care what you guys say about my appearance. You can say whatever y'all want. If you want to continue to say it, you can continue to do that. I'm going to continue to monetize you after I point and laugh and make fun of you back. It has nothing to do with comics. I don't know why you keep bringing it up. He says, I'll just leave this here to you prove you lost weight. I'm like, you're the only one that cares. I posted the picture and I was confident in it then and still am now. No amount of retards on the internet are going to make me feel shame for it. Y'all care about my weight more than I do because that's really what it's all about. This person, same thing. You said I know nothing about fitness. Call people fat, gay, and retarded all day. You're the one asking for it. Stop scattering down McDonald's. Look in the mirror and see yourself for the fat person you are. I said, do you have any proof that ate McDonald's? You mad you starved yourself into a weight loss? Because he decided to show some pictures of himself who's skinny, apparently 175 pounds. Meanwhile, he has zero muscle definition. This has really nothing to do, once again, with comic books. They just want to be able to scream something into the void. Because you did. I call people these things because they act this way. I call them this, fat, because if they were confident in their appearance, why hide? I'm still stronger than you by a mile. I'm still more fit than you, and I guarantee that. Again, I don't need approval from any of you individuals hiding behind an avatar. Which I also told them, you don't know anything about fitness because it's clear as day to anyone who does know fitness that you starved yourself to lose weight because you have no muscle definition. It's pretty obvious to anyone that knows about fitness. This person talking about they're all about comic skate supporter. They're constantly on my timeline for whatever reason. I don't know why. Alejandro Garcia, don't know who the heck that is. Probably some washed up comic pro like a lot of people lately. He offered critique as he always does. That's not the issue. He can't take criticism. To which I said he's taking criticism from people who are actually fans, not from crack smokers who want his business to go down in flames. Y'all continue to regurgitate the same lies over and over again. I did say EVS was a washed up comic pro because he is. He's like, washed up? I said, yep. I said what I said. You can screenshot it if you like. Ethan Van Sciver is a washed up comic pro. Drama tubing and not fulfilling your projects after taking people's money and claiming it's your passion makes you washed up. To me, at least, that's what it means. And this person saying, why have you, a man who appears to be in his 40s, not even close, devoted your entire life, which I haven't, to defending another grown man YouTube millionaire? Are you autistic? Is your life actually that hollow and meaningless? By the way, Ethan Van Sciver defends an autistic chick in Mint Salad. His daughter is autistic, so I guess it must be wrong according to you, even if I was that, which I'm not. It must be terrible. To which I said to you, define the statement devoted your entire life. But first, look at this before you answer, considering a man who's almost 50 is doing this. This individual spends more time talking about Eric July than I ever have. This man has done 35 trash casts and 5 Friday Night Trashes, including a rerun of his 5th one. That's hours and hours and hours and hours of time. That's way more time than I've ever spent on anything that you're claiming that I do. When he has 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 late campaigns. 8 late campaigns and 3 upcoming. So why is he spending so many hours doing that if he has 8 late campaigns? This guy, like I said, this dude spends a lot of time speaking for another man. A lot of time, even though this individual likes to speak for me when he literally lies to his audience while his audience disagrees with him. Which I said, I mean, you spend a lot of time talking crap. What's the difference? If I spend a lot of time, you mean calling out the BS, then yes. I spend way less time than EVS does, but you'll ignore him because he's a part of Comics Gate. How about you get my name out your mouth? You purposely ignored my point. You're lying. You spend most of your time talking for Eric, which is weird. No. Nice try trying to bring Ethan into this. Where in my comment do you see your name? Well, I don't have to see my name there. I know you quote tweet a lot of my stuff because you have no life, and this is your life, is to talk trash and quote tweet back and forth between people because you've been in multiple videos of mine where I'm monetizing my haters, and this is literally all you do. To which I say, I spend most of my time working at my full-time job. Nice deflection, by the way. You're confirming my point. How about you get the EVS out of your mouth? You know, the hawk out of your mouth. And I said so much butthurt and failure to ratio me. It's quite funny. Unfortunately, Ultima 2000 got caught up in the screenshots, but he's a good dude. So 30 likes, 25 comments. Got a bunch of people saying a bunch of nonsense like how much? Nope. Like, dude looks very gay. Thinking internet haters are a threat really shows how sad you are. Go touch some grass. Nah, bro. No, you couldn't. You all fell for Spurge's trick to get free pics for him to do this to. Yaira opened that closet fully for him. Yeah, because a person playing Yaira definitely looks like a guy to you. You must be very closeted. If you think that's a guy, you're a closeted dude. Also, you need to stand on a box to see eye to eye. How much you want to bet? Bet you can't, Chubbs. Tells you everything you need to know about these clowns. Having quote unquote chubs means you can't lift. So much projection from weirdos who clearly haven't seen their manhood in a long time. Do y'all notice a pattern? Not a single person outside of B.A. Turner actually shows themselves, but everyone tells me my avatar is a me when it's my face on my avatar, on my AI art that's used for my profile picture, on everything. Body positive. Yes, we know. We know you're body positive about yourself. You're hideous. I'm sorry. Again, but it has nothing to do with comics. None of this has anything to do with comics, yet this is the arguments that they present. I hope he notices you, bro. Thanks for your concern. I never did this for attention, but I appreciate the algorithm boost. This is someone in my comment section when I said Yaira hit 1 million. I'm talking about the sales of Yaira and the detractors that are talking a bunch of crap all day long like Ethan Van Skyver. How can you deal with this, man? So just some of the attacks are just what the F. Thick skin and content for my audience that they enjoy. That's why I am able to continue doing it. This person arguing about how come the detractors know more about Eric July's business than the retards. None, not a single person who is a detractor of Eric July knows a thing about Eric July's business. How are you telling the person running the business how their business works? Absolutely no sense how someone who doesn't run the business is telling the person running the business how the business is run. I said, considering based on Comicron, ISOM #1 has outsold every graphic novel sold in the last 6 years, it's competing. You're just too stupid to do the research. It's outdoing almost everything mainstream in terms of quality, enthusiasm, and readership. Keep coping. I'm sure you know all about Tenchi Muyo considering your anime profile picture. I guarantee this person doesn't. A total lack of self-awareness, and I genuinely don't think he understands most of what is said about him. I genuinely don't care what is said about me. I'm sorry the comic quote-unquote gods that you claim are out there are hypocrites. This was Katie did, of course, saying that people are walking away from Yaira even though it was like one comment. And I said, quote-unquote, people are walking away. Also, Katie did F's dogs. And then I showed the campaign for Yaira #1, which she ended up blocking me after all the crap she's been talking for months about me and LG and other people. So I say all that crap you've been talking for months about other people like me and LG, then you block me after being exposed for your weird fetish. Get effed. And I said this is definitely normal behavior. I blocked this individual because they're very annoying and I'm tired of seeing their posts and my notifications. My daily dedication to Sturgis, to I guess the city of Sturgis, because that's not my name. It's weird that you keep calling me that. I'm like, why are you people calling me a name that's not mine? Sturgis, I know not what I did to lose you. It was God that led me to choose you. Dude, you sound so gay. You sound so closeted. I did not know that you were already taken, least of all by the one known as Chris Bacon. Dude, nobody would take Chris Bacon. That dude's hideous. Yeah. Of course, we had Scotched Earth putting this about how I reject Inuyasha and Kagome, which Inuyasha biologically is 150 years old, making out or being with a 15-year-old. And apparently I go along with two sisters kissing for a horror film. It's not real, but I said, just admit you're a P to the E to the D to the O. Just do it. When are you going to stop calling people overweight? Post your scale, fatso. When are you going to show your face? I haven't seen your face ever. So I'll continue to call you fat as you continue to hide behind an avatar. As soon as all my haters stop being fat, are you going to show yourself or keep being a bitch-made beta male? I said my haters are so salty. They have no arguments, they have no rebuttals, and then they get butthurt because I blocked them. "Quote unquote get new material," they say, yet they all regurgitate the same insults that have no effect on me whatsoever. These weirdo types act like I was born yesterday. They act like I was born yesterday. This, of course, another washed up comic pro, in my opinion, because you're literally not doing anything. You're just talking bullcrap. Nobody wants any part of you in their mouth. I was like, your mom sure did. Once again, yet another washed up comic pro. Because if this is what you're spending your time on, coming over to my timeline to talk crap, I don't care about you. Work on your product and shut the heck up. Nobody cares. I posted a meme that hurt your feelings, so now I'm a P to D to D to O. Is this confession through projection? No. You're the one that keeps posting adults having relations with minors. You're the one posting that, not me. No need to project, just telling you like it is. You're comparing two consenting adults in fiction to someone who likes to look at art of a full-grown adult having relations with a child. You effing weirdo. And again, your account is dedicated to hating another man because you're a loser. You're a literal loser, dude. Get a life off of Twitter. Get a life outside of Twitter. Maybe the Ripper for Stan account should sit down. Let's not play a game that you can't win. You're fat. That was my whole point. Once again, this is a game you're trying to play. You're trying to jump on the hate train of grifting off of somebody else being more successful than you. You've probably been on YouTube close to the amount of time Eric has been on here, which, by the way, you shared a photoshopped picture of Eric because you're stupid. You didn't do any research. This is easily debunked as photoshopped. You're fat as heck. Also, good job sharing a fake photoshopped picture of Eric that's quite gay and closeted of you. Anybody who has a brain in their head could tell you that was a photoshopped picture. This is where I say I can't take a lift more than any of my haters who hide behind pictures of fake avatars. This person tried to use the defense of "I'm a woman." And of course, Jay Obama fan thinks I challenged somebody. Didn't. You wonder why people say you're retarded. Where in the statement was there a challenge? I'll never know. By popular demand, Spurgus says he can lift more than comics gay people. I can definitely lift more than you're lifting in this picture, by the way. If this picture's old, which you say it is, this is probably about 30 pounds, bro. Maybe even less. I can definitely lift more than that. So, that criticized ISOM never said that, by the way. And that we're all short, fat losers. Never said anybody was short. I did say people were overweight and out of shape, because even at 6'2", 207, that would be considered overweight, based on a BMI calculator, which, once again, none of this has anything to do with comics. Also, rare pictures of me with short hair, since the weirdos like to mock my long hair. So, you're going to get mocked for your short hair because you look stupid. And the fact that you claim that you're sexy still, you were the one that asked your audience if you were ugly. You did a Twitter poll after I told you were an ugly weirdo, and you asked your Twitter audience if you were ugly. So if you were really confident in that, you wouldn't have never made that poll. ISOM number 1 has outsold every graphic novel sold in the last 6 years, 2 years ago. King Spawn is a floppy. King Spawn is a floppy. Stay out of this conversation. You're dumb. Mr. He, him pronouns in bio. That's a floppy, and that's the comic shops, not customers. Good try, though. Let's slap you around a bit more. Once again, 2 comic shops, and floppies and graphic novels are different markets. You should learn to read more. By the way, King Spawn number 2 dropped to $75K at half the price of issue number 1, which I have. Then he says, wrong, when you block people, you can't see crap unless you log into another account to see their tweets. Wrong, because I have you muted, I can still see you. You're lying, you just mute people. Muting is completely different from blocking. I actually do a set of both. Depends if I need you for content. If I still need you for content, I'll mute you. If I don't really need you for content, I'll just block you. But sometimes I'll use people who I blocked for content. But most times it's just if I mute you, I use you for content. Because that's all you are to me is content. And yes, if the person is blocked, you can still click on the view button and read what they have to say, as long as they didn't block you in return. I said you're wrong. There's a button on the side that says view. You can still view the blocked account when they tweet. STFU, when you don't know what you're talking about. Floppy or graphic novel, it still is not the biggest seller of the last 6 years. Own the L. It is. You would know that if you did any research and know that floppy and graphic novels are separated. Well, let me once again do the research for you clowns who don't understand anything about anything. This is from 2018. The graphic novel sales to comic shops, which is where this dummy got his information of 500K for King Spawn. So this is 2018 on Comicron.com. Infinity Gauntlet, 40,458 to comic shops. That's 2 comic shops. That's not 2 people that bought it. Let's go to ISON number 1. With just cover A and cover B alone, it has sold more books than Infinity Gauntlet. And then you add in the extra 18K, that's about over 62,000 books sold directly to customers. And if we're even going by the amount of purchasers, this is still a higher number than the amount of books sold to comic shops. So all you dummies that don't do any research, you need to shut the heck up now and go away when you don't know what you're talking about. Yaira as of now sits at 14,320 books sold. King Spawn still outsold Yaira in anything Ripperverse by an effing mile. Congratulations. If Spawn is the thing that is closest to, it's doing pretty well then. Now isn't it? I said Yaira would be classified, which I corrected down here, under a graphic novel. Spawn is classified under a floppy. 2 different markets. Even sites like Comicron and ICV2 separate the sales. Now you're being willingly obtuse and dishonest, like most of these idiots. And then, of course, they try to get a gotcha on me, which completely failed. Wikipedia isn't credible until I want it to be. Oh, because this is being used on multiple sites besides Wikipedia, you dummy. Wow. Because multiple sites can't use the same thing. Which, by the way, you can see it right there. Oh, ha ha ha, got him. Ha ha ha. No, you didn't. You clowns try so hard to get a gotcha. And you literally didn't. The Eric July is the token for Blaze TV, and you sweep for him. Even if I was sweeping for him, like literally sweeping for his warehouse, I'd probably still make more money than you do too. For those that actually know the inside joke, take a sip of water for this one. If you don't, on my live streams, whenever someone mentions that Eric works for the Blaze or the Blaze funded him, you take a sip of water. Moving on. He says, no, she's blocked you because you're a sad, annoying keyboard slave to a talentless internet snake oil salesman who doesn't care you exist. That's why. By the way, he's made more money than you've ever made in your entire life, so please shut the hell up. I don't know what garbage you've done. I know you're a glorified stuntman because that's what you are, which stuntmen don't get paid much. You broke ass. But please, shut up. Go back to your little weirdo puppets of you doing weirdo stuff on your weak channel. Shut up. You're irrelevant as heck. Your entire name comes from trying to parody somebody else because you're a clown. I said, nah, she blocked me because she can't take the heat. The projection from you is so real. Monday's video is going to be so good with the amount of content being put out here, which I'm doing it right now. Right. Didn't she start the BS with us? I know she tried it with me for sure. Yeah, she did. I said she came to my stream with Tony and Chickens in the chat, calling me a creep for calling out her BS on here, stalking Eric's streams and clipping him and others out of context. And she's still doing it. You can't win them all, bro. Maybe next time I'd never lose. So you're trying to have pity for me? I win all the time, bro. I literally win all the time. You self-posted a big loss. No, I didn't. I showed you guys that literally it's multiple sites using this. So, no. There is no loss to be had. Bye. Can't take the heat. Ha ha ha, you effing clown. What do you think? You're some kind of 80s cop now? Gonna help your mom do your laundry and get off the computer. This is you. Again, this is all I have to post, as I said in multiple videos. This is all I have to post for you to either go away or I outdo you in likes, bro. This is all I have to post. And it's so clownish that this is what you actually have in the background. Meanwhile, people like Riley actually have pictures of Eric July in their house. He actually has a puppet or a full-grown mannequin of Eric July in his house. But you talk about me. Why do you keep thinking that blurred and pixelated F screen grab is some kind of win? Because it is. I out-ratio you every single time, and this is all I have to put on the screen for people to laugh at you. Because you look like a crackhead. You put this old picture of me like this bothers me, bro. I know I looked good back then. That's why this is from a professional photo shoot, you dummy, idiot. And I said, okay, and I'm still better looking than you. You got an elongated chin, limp wrist, and look like a crackhead. By the way, Good job getting 0 likes in 4 hours. So what does this have to do with comics? I'm not the one looking gay and doing gay things with puppets. I just sit up here and make fun of you. And it's true, to be fair, I have hair and you don't. But once again, it has nothing to do with comics. It has to do with a bunch of you weirdos thinking you're going to sit up here and insult the way I look and think it actually affects me in any way. If at any point it affected me, you would think I'd stop making videos and be like you weirdos who probably cry in a corner when you hear insults being thrown at you on the internet because you've got such soft skin. None of you weirdos would ever survive a Modern Warfare 2 lobby from 2008. Or Halo 3 lobby from 2007. None of y'all. Y'all would cry your eyes to sleep listening to the things you used to hear back then. I guarantee it. But at the end of the day, like I have already said, Yaira is doing very well. I'm hoping it hits 2 million. I would love to get a Yaira statue. That'd be awesome. And just to watch these clowns cope and seethe and cry, it would really be great at some point if this does pass ALPHcore #1. It would absolutely shatter the narrative that people don't show up for different characters. That definitely won't happen, apparently, according to these weirdos. But I think that's all I've got for today. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Comment below if you feel all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.